everyone, welcome to our 200 subscriber special. Dirk the Red Panda here, and I want to thank you guys again so much for your support, your dedication to this channel. I really don't know if I'd be motivated to even keep going without you guys. You guys mean a lot to, interact with me and just, your compliments and just how much you enjoy the whole voice acting element of this. Before this, I never really thought that I was thinking I'm terrible at voice acting. I never really had specific voice acting. I look at other people around me and go, wow, they actually can do voice acting. I'm just a bland voice, just a very monotone voice. What can I do? And, kind of just on a whim, seeing other people, I'm like, what the heck? Just give this thing a shot and see where this goes. So here I am now, 200 plus subscribers. It's 214 now, I think. Yeah, but numbers shouldn't matter. It's just the individuals matter here. It's you guys are very supportive. You guys love talking to me and just interacting with me. And, we have our own little friendly chat while we do these videos. So honestly, that's kind of the best feeling about this, just having a very fun, interactive fan base. And here we have our first person, Derpman, hello. Thanks again for this. So let's get to the menu here. So yeah, we're at the mansion. So, let me keep reading because, yeah, speaking of subscriber special, might as well see what you guys say. Stack the odds. Dude, be the best you can be. Aw, thanks, Dilly. Yeah, like you, Dilly. You're one of my loyalist fans out here. Just, on Twitter and all. We just relate with the volleyball stuff and all that. It's pretty cool. You guys still all mean a lot to me, but, some people just strike a chord with me. So I don't want to, isolate people and make anybody feel bad. You all mean something to me. Yeah, so fumbling through this, and we're 2 minutes into this video. I remember back when I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep these 30 seconds, maybe a minute for my intros. Nope, threw that all out the window for now. So yeah, my plan for this episode is to do a Q&A maybe after day 13, and if it's not 1 in the morning here where I am, then we'll keep going after that. I probably will maybe cap myself up at 4 hours maybe, or 3 hours, because it's almost 10 o'clock here right now, and I don't know how late I can go without pissing off my roommates and just, staying awake, to say the least. So without further ado, 3 minutes into the video, let's get into the reading. And hi, Athena. Alright, so as soon as I step outside of the car, a wave of dry heat assaults me. The sudden shift in temperature sends a shiver down my spine. Keikun had sent one of his limousines to pick me up today, and that thing has a powerful AC inside that I felt like I was inside of a blizzard. Well, I might be exaggerating just a tad, but it's true that this thing gets cold as hell. Oh, there he is, Kuroda. Good evening, sir. The young master has been expecting you. Oh, right, that's Keisuke. I'm not used to hearing him being called that way. The fox chuckles, his voice carrying softly and almost melodically through the air. I have to say, he does have a certain air of elegance to him, even if he is a butler. I guess that's to be expected from someone that works with the rich. I suppose there are many things about the young master that would surprise you. I'm not sure if surprised is the right term for this situation here. Well, no matter. Should I take you to the young master's room? Or maybe you'd prefer to eat something before you go to him. I should offer you some tea. No, that's fine. I already had lunch. I understand. In that case, follow me. With a smile, the butler calmly points down the hallway and turns to walk away from me. Huh. Did Keisuke grow up with this kind of pampering every day? In that case, I think he actually turned out more down to earth than I'd expect. The more you know. Ah, that door stumbling effect. Such a weird effect in my opinion. It always feels like you open the door and just fall down some stairs when that opens. But that's just me. Alright. Excuse me, young master. Your guest has arrived. Oh, Saia's here. Chill. Ah, Nico-san. Thank you for bringing him here, Kuroda. It was my pleasure. Don't hesitate to call if I am needed. I won't. Very well. If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties. Welcome to my house, Nico-san. I'm happy to have been invited here again, although... Saia-chan, what are you doing here? What do you mean what I'm doing here? Am I not allowed to visit a friend? That's not what I mean. I'm just surprised to see you here since Keikun said he never invited anyone else to his place. I thought I was the first. Yes, you were the first to visit my house if that is so important to you. I just thought that it was about time that I had someone else over. You yourself was the one who told me that I should open up to friends more, weren't you? So I decided to invite my other closest friend to come today. Ah, I see. I'm glad you're taking my advice. Hey, Nico-kun, what do you think of this place? Isn't it huge? My jaw nearly hit the floor when I first saw it. It really is. I get the feeling that I'd easily get lost in this place if I didn't have someone guiding me around. It's not just a feeling. Getting lost here isn't hard at all. Seriously? One time, right after I moved here, I got lost in the back garden. It took the servants 2 hours to find me. Sheesh, why would someone want a house this needlessly big in the first place? I'm afraid the answer isn't gonna do much to help clarify stuff. From what I've learned over the years, it's for no reason other than we can. Thanks, Dilly. I'm trying to read Dirtman's comment too. What if that happened to the door and he just tumbled? No, they should do that, like, just to be, like, super meta or whatever. Like, the guy actually falls through the door when that happens. Just me. And hello, everybody else that joined. Welcome, welcome. You're not like that, though. Why is that? Who knows? Perhaps my upbringing before I moved here gives me a little sense of perspective. It's not as if I'm perfectly average either. I'm well aware that I sometimes do or say outlandish things out of my own naivety. Like thinking a place that charges near minimum wage for a tub of ice cream is cheap. Oof, yeah, get that right. Yeah, something like that. You're still pretty easy to talk to. I was really surprised when I found out that you were some mega rich kid because you really didn't act like it. Well, I mean, he has the fancy, like, long sleeve button downs all the time. I mean, did you hang out with him outside of school? Actually, no, wait. I bet they didn't really. Like, everybody has to wear the same school uniforms. Yeah, it would be tough at a private institution like that. It's like, when you go to like a public school, it's like, it's much easier to tell if some people are like outwardly rich like that. If Keisuke wore this to like a public school or whatever, it'd be like, oh yeah, he got the dough. He got that dough. But yeah, people I know that are rich typically don't do that. It's like, they're just in normal casual clothes most of the time. Like, they don't really go out of the way for much. Like, maybe they'll get like the newest like t-shirt or something like from Nike or whatever big brand, but I mean, other than like maybe like wristwear or necklace or, you know, jewelry like that, it's not too different from my perspective. So yeah, that is my tangent about people wearing rich things. I was about to say doors because Dilly just mentioned doors. Good going, hey. I'll choose to take that as a compliment. By the way, Nico-san, Saya-chan and I were going to play some games. Wanna join us? Oh, you mean we're not gonna have an obnoxiously fancy tea party? Do you even want something like that? Of course not. I'm sure it'd be very boring anyway. Thank God. I was afraid I'd have to actually entertain the idea of drinking tea. Just because others are doing it doesn't mean you have to, too. What up, cat? But what about peer pressure? If we jumped off a building, would you just follow suit? Depends. Are we doing bungee jump? Forget it. The main point is, we don't want a tea party, and you don't have to have tea. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of dressing up and feeling fancy while drinking tea. I wonder if that would make me a proper lady. That's not... I think you need to grow a pair of boobs first if you want to be considered a lady. Oh god. This is the part. Oof. Oh, the screeching sound. That was the one sound effect that I was like, this is so out of left field for this game to have. But that's just me. Keiko makes a weird choking sound, turning to look at Saya with a gaping mouth. The words slipped out of my mind before I even gave them much thought. Oof. Yeah, the more you look, the more you realize he's pretty flat. Rip Nico. We are all dead. I mean, you're already a real lady, Saya-chan. I begin to cower from her, taking a few slow steps back, anticipating the physical punishment that undoubtedly awaits me. Instead, Saya blinks, looking at the two of us confused. Why are you guys staring at me like that? Huh? Saya-san, didn't you hear what he just said? I did. So? I mean, he's not wrong. What? Who are you and what did you do to Saya? What? Am I supposed to turn into a fire-breathing dragon every time someone makes a joke at my expense or something? Yes. That's what we've come to expect of you over time anyway. Just yell at me already so we can get this over with. What? No! Come on, it's for my own peace of mind. What do I have to do with your peace of mind? I have to admit, this feels really weird. What? I don't want to just go around whacking people upside the head whenever they tease me. Really? Because all the experience I've had dealing with you over this past year tells me otherwise. Seriously, what's with all of those bruises we got in the past for making jokes then? That's for when you crossed the line. And talking about your non-existent breasts isn't crossing the line. You shouldn't have said that again, man. You're dead. You're dead now. Stop calling them non-existent. See, this does upset you. Why the hell are you not hitting me? Saya huffs, her nose twitching multiple times with all those big jets of air. Those stress relievers. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe I don't want to be that kind of violent person anymore? I sneer, shaking my head sideways. Yeah, right. As if I'm ever going to buy that excuse. What? It really is hard to believe. Hey! You're like the most violent person I know. Ditto. Do you two really have such a low opinion of me? Saia-san, there's a difference between an opinion and a fact. She grits her teeth, clenching her fists in what are the telltale signs of her fury. Did I get invited here just so the two of you can mock me? No, but at this point, I'm not sure if you're really here. Perhaps I'm dreaming this whole thing up. That is one way to explain her weird behavior. Just shut up already! Ow! Why did I get slapped too? You joined in and mocked me too. That wasn't mocking. I was legitimately concerned that something was wrong. See, I told you, you are violent. Damn, this stings. At least all is right with the world again. I don't like this outcome, but at least it's one that makes sense. You two suck! She crosses her arms, grumbling unhappily. Jeez, and now I've lost the bet too. Bet? What bet? She looks away with a huff. I notice that her cheeks are slightly reddened now. Oh boy. Can't wait to find out what this bet is about. Ugh. It's not your concern. Ah. Wait a second. As soon as she hears my tone of voice, Saia's entire body freezes. Did you make a bet with someone that you'd be able to stop hitting people or something of the sorts? Because that would make a lot more sense. As if he noticed it too, Keisuke looks over at Saia, who is now making it a point to look away from us. I don't know what you two are talking about. Saia-san. Keisuke's voice came out abnormally stern, almost commanding. Saia jumped and straightened herself out immediately in response. Please tell me that I did not just get hit because of a bet. I mean, it wasn't because of the bet. Exactly. I slapped you because you were... So this bet does exist. And if it weren't for this so-called bet, you would have reacted when Nico-san first teased you and I would have remained uninvolved in the whole thing. I mean, not exactly. Saia-san. Saia gulps loudly, looking away from the two of us. You got busted. Are you freaking kidding me? Who even makes a bet like that? Not hitting people should be a matter of common sense. Indeed, what a vulgar little wager. Jeez, dial it down on the judgment a little. No. Look at that stern no. Who did you even make a bet with? Anyone who knows any of us, even just a little bit, would have been able to predict something like this happening. What? Of course not! It doesn't take much to imagine that we'd be confused if you suddenly stopped acting like normal. It also doesn't take much to imagine that you'd eventually reach your breaking point if we kept making comments about it. What you guys are suggesting here would require a prophetic degree of foresight. Would it? Would it really? Of course it would! The whole idea is ridiculous! As much as I hate to admit, it's hard to think of a person that could make those kinds of leaps in logic. Without the gift of hindsight, it would take a lot of imagination. No, I think of just the person. Really? Who? 1 second. Hello? Nico? Were you the one who made a bet with Saia? From the other side of the call, laughter begins to echo. Seems he wasn't able to keep a straight face even through the phone. Did she lash out on you guys yet? You knew this would happen? Who did you call? Keikun stands around, confused. He leans closer to me in an attempt to hear Shuichi's voice on the other end of the line. Meanwhile, Saiya's looking away from us both. Of course I did. I know you and Saia better than anyone else. It's not hard for me to imagine you piling on the grief on her until she cracked. I swear, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. Be my guest. In the meantime, this is punishment for not inviting me along. I can't invite you to someone else's house. I know. That's why I made sure this would happen with Urushihara around. That way, he gets punished too. You're evil. Yeah, why is Best Boy gotta do this to us? Perhaps. Either way, I've got to go. Have fun. Oh, and remind Saia-chan that she owes me 6,000 yen. Nice. Who was that? Shuichi. What? I'll kill him. I'll just kill him tomorrow. Not if I get to him first. Aren't you guys going a little too far over a prank? I got slapped over that prank of his, so no. To be fair, you would have gotten slapped regardless. I'm the only one here who's gotten hit unduly. What? No way! He's right though. I would have slapped you after the first comment if it weren't that for the bet. You hit me and now you're gonna side with him? Side with him? There are no sides here. What are you talking about? Never mind. My cheek's still tingling. I feel like I've been played. We've all been played. But it was mostly Saia. Do you want me to hit you again? No, ma'am. Spineless. Be quiet. Well, feel free to continue grumbling like a child. I'm going to get back to what we were doing before. How do we not know it's not Yuki Kuki? Wait. I'm trying to find the context of that question. Are you saying Yuki Kuki planned this all? Trying to ruin our best boy's reputation? Because he doesn't think Shuichi is best boy, and we are still on that argument. I mean, it's kind of dead now, but we were on that argument a while back. It's like for him, it's Likalao, which I can see. It's a fair best boy. So yeah, who are your guys' best boys from any novel? I'll continue reading while you guys answer. What? You mean you won't help me plot Shuichi's demise? Demise? What are you, a child? I'm just gonna try to have fun like we were going to. Yeah, Nigo-kun, I'm the one who lost money here. Why are you complaining? Does my dignity mean nothing to you people? No. Nuh-uh. Not one bit, in fact. You two are horrible. It's my pleasure. Alright, so now to choose a game to play. Or what console to play.
Why don't you just help us, Nico-kun? That way it'll go faster.
Jeez, no one really cares at all. Hey, Richard from EA. I totally see that. I feel you on that. Stop mumbling to yourself and get over here already. You're so mean. Yeah, haven't you heard? I'm horrible. Now get to it. What's the point? We can't play most games with only 3 people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What? Did I just hear you curse? The prim and proper Keikun? You heard nothing. I'm pretty sure you heard nothing. Well, okay, I heard nothing. Keisuke sighs, rubbing his forehead, his nose and brow twitching repeatedly.
What will he do? Should we just play normal 2-player games and trade controllers?
We could also just pick up some 4-player party game and play against a CPU. Or play some Mario Kart. I mean, 3-player Mario Kart's it's the best thing. Honestly.
But playing against the CPU is super boring.
It's better than having to trade controllers. That means 1/3 of everyone's time will be spent not playing.
That's true.
Actually, I have an idea. Oh? Keikun fiddles with his phone, typing something on it. There. It shouldn't take very long now. What did you... Oh, there's our other best boy. Or husbando material, maybe. Gotta love Alex. You call... Gotta get that low voice again. You called me. Yep. Oh no, not yep. Yep. Just then, a towering, muscled wolf wearing a tight butler vest walked into the room.
That vest isn't that tight. If you could see
those sleeves, my mouse is around it, but I bet you can't see it. That ain't tight. Come on. Those sleeves ain't tight. Nah. But that is a dang big collar though, like, my goodness, like, imagining the circumference of the neck, Jesus. That thing can just, about that neck. But yeah, he is our big boy. Gotta love him. Oh, no, I read that already. Moving on. So nobody said Durka's best boy? I don't need to be a best boy. I'm not best boy material. His eyes look stern and unapproachable. Definitely not the friendliest looking person I've seen. It seems like Alex hasn't changed at all since I last met him. It's like he's wearing the same clothes again. Although I suppose that's to be expected. Big. The wolf's ears twitched at those words, focusing his eyes on the frightened-looking bunny. Eep! Calm down, Saia-chan. He's a friend. This is Alexander. He's been my butler and friend for years. Feel free to call him Alex. Hello. The wolf nods at us, looking at us both up from top to bottom. I am also his bodyguard. That is my main occupation. Oof. Why you gotta be saying that, Dilly? That's gonna be a spicy combo. Could just imagine the complete like cultural differences between the two. Like not like country-wise, but just from prim and proper servant butler to Richard being like completely like, you know, redneck type of personality. That actually seems like it would be very interesting to listen to or even see. Wow. Yep, ship it. Ship has sailed.
Exactly, so let's see what else they have to say. Or, no, wait, did I mention that? Or, yeah, there's no need to bring that up, Alex. It's not like I'm in need of protection in the first place. You, Keisuke, a twinkier looking character, compared to Alex, you don't need protection. Come on, don't BS me. Oh, you mean to tell me that I imagined the pay cut I received after your wallet was stolen just a few days ago? Good. Fair point. The wolf's eyes settle on me. Strong with his physicality and strong with his words. Even though I know I shouldn't, I still get a little nervous when that piercing gaze is pointed right at me. Oh my goodness. It's like Keisuke almost has the same exact eye color as Alex, but Alex's is just a twinge more green. So it's more aquamarine than like sky blue. Just a little thing I've noticed. That's pretty cool. Look at those piercing gazes. If I remembered correctly, you are Nico, yes? Yeah, we met a while ago. Nice to meet you again? Mm-hmm. His voice and expression are so maddeningly devoid of emotion. What's with so many people around here being so hard to read? And you're the one that was with Keisuke when his wallet was stolen? My stomach immediately sinks at those words. Oof. Oh god, he's going to blame me for that, isn't he? Alex? Keisuke's fur bristles up around his neck as he stares dangerously at the wolfman that easily towers over him. Kind of look at it. Maybe Shuichi and Alex would be about the same height. I may have to do a study on this, may have to like put them in like screenshots and like measure them side by side, but honestly, based on Keisuke's ears, it seems like maybe, yeah, Alex would definitely be like at least an inch taller, but they seem very close in height. Like, imagining Shuichi and Alex next to each other, like, that would be a dangerous brawl. Without even looking at his employer, Alex holds up a hand as if to say, wait. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Thank you for teaching this foolish fool about how careless he's been. Keisuke, Saia, and I nearly hit the floor with our jaws once he utters those words. Then, as if to say that he was having fun at our expense when we thought he was about to chastise me, the corners of his mouth quirk up in amusement. Did you just call me a fool? Twice? I'll call you that a third time if need be. Maybe even a fourth for good measure. Alex! Saia looks away from the two, covering her mouth as she attempts to keep herself from bursting into laughter. Oh, look at our bunny boy embarrassed. I love how this chat's got me and Alex as a couple, shipping me with Alex, and then Richard and Alex. My goodness, you guys are the best. Mechanic and Butler. Ooh, that would be a spicy duo. Alex and Nico. I actually think Nico would be solid boyfriend material. Like, that's the interesting thing. It's like, yeah, he's the main character, but he ain't that bad. God dang it, Jaro. Gonna get me demonetized. Nah, I kid, but yeah. I should start getting like your comments like on the screen while I live stream, kind of like how Deckerlink does that. I was going to do that and I forgot for this episode. That would have been so cool for this special. Can't do it now. Maybe another time. Don't laugh. You seem to be very flustered at the moment. Should I get you some tea? And don't tease me either. These two have a friendlier relationship than I thought they would, considering their circumstances. I guess I was worried over nothing, huh? Regardless, Nico, thank you for going through the trouble of helping this fool to give me a gift. It was ultimately unnecessary, but I still appreciate the gesture. There it is. You just called me a fool again. Yes, I did. You have good ears, young master. Don't call me that. It just sounds gross when you do it. As you wish, my lord. It's so fun saying in a deep voice. Oh my god. I wish I could see Alex in the other routes. Like, Keisuke's played at like tennis tournaments, and even though his contract says he has to be supervised outside of school, where is Alex at the tennis tournaments? We need Alex everywhere now. I'm sorry, but it would be cool to just see him at least occasionally. Like, yeah, maybe not force him in all the time, but yeah, sometimes just, you know, having him as a side character, even like Shuichi or Jun's routes would be hella awesome. Just saying, Basket Case. We all love Alex. Aw, thanks, Wolfstar. It's fine like this, Dirk. Just keep the viewers guessing on what you said. So yeah, as you wish, my lord. Oh god, my voice cracked as I was about to do it a second time. As you wish, my lord. We're not in the Middle Ages. I see. Forgive me, your grace. Now you're just mocking me, aren't you? What was your first clue? Even I'm unable to hold back my laughter as they continue to bicker amongst themselves. Or, in this case, Keikun continues to bicker with what is basically a giant brick wall, or Alexander's facial expression doesn't shift even a little bit through this whole exchange. 0 out of 10, not enough, Alex. Yeah, make fun of me, why don't you? Excuse me, sorry. Stupid gastric acids. Will you give me one of those channels that burps during our visual novel playthroughs? Nah, it's just a personal choice for me. I honestly don't care too much when other people do it. It's just, for me, I like not like putting too much in between or eating. Just so you guys get more out of it, so that's why I just have water next to me and that's it. So, yeah, make fun of me, why don't you? Excuse me, Keisuke, but if you're just going to sulk around instead of telling me what you wish for me to do, then I may be excused, or then may I be excused? I'm not going to take the bait this time. Oh, too bad. I'm 1 for 2, I guess. The reason I called you over is because we need one other player. One other play. Alexander at first begins to repeat Keisuke's request until the words sink in and he starts looking from the hare to the entertainment center right next to us. After a few seconds, he wordlessly points at the video games and then back at him, as if asking confirmation on the seemingly absurd request he was just given. Yes, I am asking you to play games with us. Keisuke, I hardly think that's You're my personal butler among other things, no? That means you do what I ask you to do. I'm asking you to play games with us. I hardly think that's a complicated request. A lot of oofs. You might need it. Oh my goodness. Oh, and hey, we got 20 viewers. Thanks for reminding us. Really? Oh no, 19. Alright, it's off, chill. But that's cool. 20, 19. Wow. We hit a maximum again. What if... Oh my god, guys. I know I have a not safe for work on my Twitter. Like, now I have 2 accounts for my Twitter, but come on, guys. Oh shoot, now I'm gonna have to do that for my... like my Twitter account here. Let me see if I can quickly edit that actually. I could do this midstream. Like, I don't want to mess with the whole dialogue thing on the side, but I can now just, actually, let me add a separate one. Text, my safe for work, I'm going to type here right now. So excuse me while I do this, caps lock. Caps lock, why won't you work? Alright. Add existing. Oh no, create new. Okay. Oh. And sorry for the interruption, but this must be necessary. Just so you guys have options. Because I know some people, would rather not. Like, would rather be very G-rated with my content. So, why can't I spell? Scroll down. Oh no, why does this always happen? I'm just gonna use this. Stick-o, perfect. That is the font we will be using. And where did it go? Move it down, move it down. Yeah, I'm just gonna move it. That's convenient. It's a bit bigger. Oh, no, shrink. Shrink, dang it. There we go, perfect. That's gonna be perfect with my, move that down here. And let me see if I can group these together. Edit. Group. No, why is there no group? It's fine, whatever. They're next to each other. It's all kumbaya. So that I will lock. Sorry for that random interruption, or not so random interruption. So, only missing a volleyball. Aww. Alright, so here we go. You're my personal butler, among other things, no? That means you do what I ask you to do. I'm asking you to play games with us. I hardly think that's a complicated request. The wolf raises an eyebrow as if he was still having trouble believing the words he was hearing. Well, that is the gist of things. I do not think your grandmother would approve of such a thing. Grandmother doesn't approve of anything. Besides, the old hag isn't even home now, is she? No. The mistress is visiting a friend's estate in the next town over and isn't expected home until tomorrow. See, there's nothing to worry about. I disagree, but I see that your mind is made up. It is. You'll be playing video games with us. End of story. The wolf closes his eyes, pondering those words a while. Very well. Either way, this is hardly the most absurd request you've made of me over the years. That there is some truth to that, yes. Those absurd requests we won't go into detail with. Saia lifts up her hand as if she were trying to ask a question of the teacher in class. Well, I'll admit that it was hard to find an opportunity to interject in the middle of their conversation. Kinda like there was no space left for someone else in that exchange? I guess she's gonna ask how we'll choose the pairs. That's what I was about to ask. I have no idea what's going on right now, but Mr. Wolf looks really climbable. Can I climb him? Oh god. Yes, let's climb Alex together. What? Even Alexander's expression falters for a second, looking at Saia with confusion and incredulity, transparently showing on her face. I am not a rock climbing wall. Aww. For some reason, she seems incredibly dejected at her weird request being denied. Saia-san, please have some sense of timing. When is it ever the right timing for you to ask to climb someone? Fair point. I clear my throat, calling everyone's attention towards me. If I may redirect this conversation back to normality, please do, I beg you. How will we decide on the pairs? I know we haven't even decided what games to play, but it would be much easier to decide who we're going to be playing with first. Mission failed, we'll get them next time. Or no, mission failed, we'll get them. Yeah, mission failed, we'll get them next time. I love that meme. Someday we'll be successful. That's true. I think I'd be able to get along well with whoever I were to pick as my partner, so maybe it wouldn't be fair for me to be the one choosing. On the other hand, if I were to leave it to chance, I'm the only one that does well no matter the result. That's true. I mean, maybe we should have Alexander pick since the only good pairing for him would be with you? While I appreciate the sentiment, I believe the guest should get to pick before the servant. That's a surprisingly hardcore thing to hear, even if it's true. What should we do, Nico-kun? Maybe we should flip a coin to decide which of us two gets to pick. I like that idea. Let's go with that. Do you have a coin? No. Then that's a stupid idea. Why did you suggest that? What happened to you liking the idea? Jeez, so quick to judge. I have a coin. Here, I'll flip it. Nico-san, you call it. Why does Nico-kun get to call it? Because it was his idea. Saia grumbles unhappily, crossing her arms and tapping her foot a few times. That's fair, I guess. Okay, call it before I flip. Let's just save in case we have to make a good decision. Better safe than sorry. And quickly back. So, oof, we get the choice, guys. Heads or tails? I honestly don't remember what the choice is. Like, low-key, like, even though I played up through day 13, I don't know what is the right choice. She needs some milk. So yeah, guys, heads or tails? One vote for heads. Look at your comments from when I was like, you know, when I was AFK doing the whole Twitter thing. It's just really funny. Some of which I will not read. Butler, friend, brother, father. Oh God. Get wrecked, Granny. Oh boy, wait until later. Ooh, Lad Hood says tails. 5th time's the charm, maybe, for that. So, oh, no wait, so 1, 2, 3 heads, 1 tails, 4 heads, wait. Yeah, 5. So 5 for heads and 2 for tails. So, last calls for heads or tails? Let me get a double check. Yep. Here we go. Anybody else? Heads or tails? Unless we got a bunch of people saying tails last second. I think it's just gonna be heads. Yep. Let's just go with heads, because it's a 6-2 vote. Fingers crossed we get the choice. And hi, Kamari? Heads. Alright, I'll flip it now. Oh boy, the moment of suspense. Dang it, Jaro! Sweet, we got heads. It's heads. Nico-san gets to pick. Oh boy, we made it. Rats! Don't be a sore loser. She merely huffs in response. Who will you pick as your partner? That's a very good question that we will probably answer. Oh, just like I said. Who do we get to pick, guys? Alex, Keisuke, or Saia? I'm hoping this doesn't affect whether or not we get, like, romance points or whatever it is, but yeah, like, last time I think I did Keisuke, but I love how you guys all love Alex so much. Oh my goodness, Alex all the way. I love how this is the Keisuke round, but everyone wants Alex. Jeez, dark. Somebody be my partner, I'm so sad and lonely. Everybody wants Alex, wow. Or Alexa. I think this is a very predominant vote for Alex. Jeez. Let me see if I can go back by any chance. I could save this as a fourth decision, whatever. One vote for K. Hey, somebody's wanting Keisuke. But yeah, I'll save this as a new decision once I choose it. We are going with Alexander. Oh, now the Keisuke votes came in last second. But we are still going with Alex. I'll go with Alex. And let me say that as our decision number 4. Boo! I wanted to pick him. Alex, or the torch of pitchforks is coming out. Yeah, you guys would. Why Alex? It's the one disadvantageous pairing for you. I mean, if you think about it, the only way we'd be able to make good pairings for everyone with Alex around would be if I partnered with Saia. That's kind of restrictive. I suppose you're right about that. Still, you don't know Alex at all. Will you two even be able to cooperate? Oh, we all like Alex enough, don't we? We'll get along just fine. We both have mouths. It's all a matter of communication. And you both have muzzles, or snouts, whatever they are. You both are canines. You guys got a lot in common. It's gonna work out. Saia's the Maria from EA. Only a bit more hot-headed. Why do I get the feeling that these words are going to blow up royally on your face? What about you, Alex? Are you okay pairing up with Nico-kun? I don't mind it. Besides, I think this is a good opportunity to get to know the person you spend so much time with a little better. So this turned into a character interview, being all meta. I'm okay with that. After helping you pick that gift for Alex and talking about him so much, I kind of want to know him better. We all want to know him better. Agreed. Those are logical reasons that I can live with. I believe we'll make for a good duo. On to victory, I say. Just don't come to me to complain later. It took a lot of digging around before we each found games that we wanted to play. We had 25 viewers. Wow. It's fluctuating, but wow, we were hitting maximum like views. Like we're at 22 now. This is impressive. Like once Decker started shouting out his his viewer counts, it started to become more acceptable to be like, oh yeah, I got this many viewers now. Yep, now it's 23. It's kind of weird. It's like, I remember these streams sometimes just being 5 or 6 people and just going, I'll let people watch it later. Who cares? But this is really cool. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into my 200 sub special. So anyway, Alexander refrained from joining this discussion on what we should play, but he still picked up a game from the pile. I guess he's just not very vocal about his preference? Alex attracts views. Just gotta put him in every single thumbnail. Or even better yet, I just gotta like figure out how to get a photo of him or an image of him by himself without like anybody else in the way and just Photoshop that, put that as a thumbnail for every episode of Keisuke. Who knows? Nah, I wouldn't do that though. That'd be way too horrible of me. Keisuke's perfect just the way he is on there. And I just do whatever's the highlight of the episode. So either way, since we couldn't settle on which one we'd choose with everyone having a different opinion, we decided to leave it to chance again. The 4 of us played rock, paper, scissors until the winner was decided. Oh, there it is. Just Alex right there. If anybody wants a photo of Alex, let me just hide that screen for you. You're welcome, guys. With this and a little Photoshop, you guys can have your own Alex. But please, don't use them as your own art. Artists work really hard on these things, especially Nyara, I think is how you pronounce it, who did the artwork for this, so yeah. Only use for personal use, not for claiming it as your own. So in this case, it was Alex. Oh yeah, selfies. Just go Photoshop yourselves making selfies with Alex. Look at this guy, so big, but I'm not really sure what to do here. Just pick whatever you like. There isn't something I like. I never play video games. You played them with me a few times. It's not like you completely experienced with, or it's not like you're completely inexperienced with them. True, but I also don't know them enough to just choose something. I suppose that's true. Do you have a genre you like? Maybe we could help you pick a game if you told us what kind of game you'd go for. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I haven't played many games with Keisuke before, but I seem to remember doing better with the shooters. 'Cause you're a bodyguard. Shooters? You're next. Yes. Is that a problem? Not a problem, per se. I'm just not very good at those. Come on, take one for the team, Nico. Oh, right. I should pick something that my partner excels at so we have a higher chance of winning. But yeah, honestly, I'm terrible at shooters. Honestly, I'm terrible at video games in general. One time, like, during practice, like, our coach will make, like, video game analogies all the time. And one of them was, like, when you play your sport or whatever, when you're trying to move to get to the ball or whatever, you don't just, like, you know, spam your movements. Like, you don't just spam the analog stick to, like, get to wherever you are or to shoot or whatever. And then internally, I was like, but that's what I actually do. No wonder I'm so terrible at video games. It was a moment that made me realize I can get better at video games. So yeah. No, just pick whatever you like. It'll be fine. Are you certain? Jeez, can't you two just settle on something already? We're supposed to be playing a game, not watching a debate. Right, I'm sorry. I guess I'll go with a shooter. What are the options? Well, I don't play shooters all that often, so I don't have many to begin with. If you also include the fact that it has to be a 4-player compatible, then there's only 1 or 2 that I have. I'll just pick whatever one is newest. Fair enough. Keisuke starts fiddling with his games to look for the one we're going to play while Saia walks up to him, probably so that they can talk about what they're going to do. Oh, there's our mans. Are you any good with shooters? I look at the wolf with curiosity, trying to somehow get a feel for my partner. We do need to cooperate in order to win after all. I think so. We'll see. That doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Your football coach told you to actually watch Madden? That's hella dope. Would you prefer I lie? No, I prefer knowing what you expect. I just wish I could have more confidence in what I'm expecting. I'll do my best, I suppose. How's that for encouragement? A little better, but not by much. I see. Oh man, we're going to get massacred, aren't we? Keisuke finally finds the game and pops the disc into the console, turning it on his TV and giving each of us a controller. We're welcomed to a rather sober-looking menu screen that immediately gets passed on to multiplayer mode. And everyone's back. Alright, I put us into character selection, or at least what passes for it in this game. It's only really choosing what appearance you want. You get to pick your weapons as soon as the map loads, so don't forget to do that. Got it. Why are you looking so glum? Shooters really aren't my thing, so I'm afraid I'll be useless here. Oh, good night, Jaro. I don't play them much either, but I think they can be really fun. I think I just have to hope for the best. You shouldn't have to worry much. Alex might be humble about it, but even without experience, he's pretty good at shooters. Wait, really? Yeah, it's one of the reasons I never play them with him. He always kicks my butt. Or, I could say that. He always kicks my ass. There's no fun to be had when you're constantly getting killed. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. It's just a me thing. Personal problems. Is everyone ready? I think so. As ready as I can be anyway. I'll press start then. As soon as we get past the loading screen, we're spawned in what looks like a desert base map. The place seems to be in ruins, with lots of rubble fallen all over the places, holes in the walls and floor that you could just walk through, and a lot of other stuff. Is this like a certain Halo 3 map that I know of? I think it was Halo 3. There was that one where it's like, kind of like, there's like, I mean, they're always like two-sided, but it's like, there's like, kind of like, it's not a temple, but it's definitely in ruins and sand like that, but I know for sure there's like a ghost or a banshee on like the map or whatever, but yeah, I feel like I know what this guy's talking about. I have to admit, I'm pleasantly surprised by the level of detail. What do you think we should do? I lean towards Alex to ask him for advice on our situation before the killing starts. Just make sure to always check the rooms before walking in. Peek over the walls and things of the sort. Always look where you're going. That should keep you from getting taken out from behind. I'll keep that in mind. Anything else? Don't die. That's not helpful. The wolf grins, looking somehow very amused by my hesitation. Oh my goodness, Jaro. This is so sad. Alex played Gangnam Style. There should just be comics with him where it's just like, instead of Alexa, it's Alex. It's like... It's like when Keisuke shouts for something, it's just like, Alex, and it's just Alex instead of the Alexa thing. It's like, fine. I don't know. It sounded funnier in my head. Maybe it could be a different pun. I don't know. So, I know. He's definitely having fun at my expense. Alex and I move around the map together. It quickly becomes obvious to me that I'm just walking around randomly while he follows me. It seems that he's trying to watch my back, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. Just like a bodyguard would. The gesture certainly makes me feel like, or makes me feel a little touched that he's so thoughtful over someone who might just end up weighing him down. Aww. Alex supports us. I try resisting the urge to peek at Saia and Keisuke on the screen to find out where they are. That would just be unsportsmanlike behavior. Watch out. God, that pew effect is so funny. Before I have time to react, my character is hit squarely in the chest by something. Luckily, my health didn't drop to 0 and I was able to hide behind the corner while we were turning to escape. I told you to check before turning corners. What the hell was that? A blaster shot, probably from a sniper rifle. That's why I told you to be careful. There's a hole in my character's chest. Why is there a hole in my character's chest? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. This game is pretty gory. Cool. Of course Saia would love it. Not cool. I don't want to see a freaking hole seeping out blood from my chest. Then don't get shot. It's just a little bit of blood. Stop freaking out. How can you guys be so nonchalant towards this stuff? It's digital blood. I don't know what's got you so riled up. Besides, you're leaving your guard down. And you only got shot once, man. You just got shot in the chest once. Me, it's like, this stuff happens and it's like, I don't even move in time. It's like, I get shot 20 times and die. It's like, come on, you're freaking out about one shot. My dude, chill the hell out. Duck. What? Duck. 2 shots fly right above my head less than a second after I hit the crouch button on the controller. What? He could hit me from here? We're in a bad position here. Let's retreat for now. Like I'll let you. Oh, Saia. Of course Saia's the one that's trying to kill us. Suddenly my whole screen turns into a shower of red as I watch an explosion come from below my character, turning him into a million small bits and pieces. Whoa. Nice. Nico-san eliminated. Now for Alex. What the hell just happened? You were standing around without paying attention to the map and... no, that's Keisuke's voice. You were standing around without paying attention to the map and didn't see them closing into your position. Weren't you with me? Did you just abandon me? Alex, why did you help me? I'm not a babysitter. Those who get distracted are the first ones to die on the battlefield. Is he a veteran of some sorts? Maybe he has some police experience? Maybe we can find more about Alex. Hey, wink wink, basket. This isn't a battlefield. At present, it is. You're acting way too hardcore about a video game. Nico-san, you're complaining too much. It's just a game. Relax. I just watched myself get blown up into a million pieces. That's not just a game, that's nauseating. Why do you even have a game like this? I bought it so I could play with Alex, although we never got around to doing it much. I already told you that I don't have the time to play video games often. So I've heard. Excuse me, but aren't you doing the same exact thing you chastised me for doing not 30 seconds ago? Hardly. I watched Alex shoot at what seemed like nothing. Then someone's head pops through the corner at the exact second and gets immediately blown out by the stray shot. What the? Got him. Saia-san. No. How did you do that? Did you just shoot at random? Of course not. If you pay attention, or no, I keep doing Keisuke's voice sometimes. Of course not. If you just pay attention, you can hear the sounds of footsteps. I just calculated how long it'd take for that person to reach the corner and shoot. You've got to be kidding me. It's not hard. It's just a matter of experience. I'm scared to ask what this experience might be, so I'll just keep my trap shot. What was it that you said? Oh, that's right. One eliminated, only Keisuke to go. Crap. Hiding won't do you any good. Here, the order might be inverted, but I'll make sure to return your earlier present grenade. Wait! Ah! Ugh, all this gratuitous gore is so sickening. I like it. I like it. I see. Oh goodness. Alex is okay with gore. If he's the type of person that's into horror movies, then I would not be a good match for him, to say the least. Like, there was one episode where everybody was like, you guys like horror movies and all this stuff? And was asking me like, oh, you like, Dirk, do you like horror movies? And I was like, no, I really don't. I get scared easily. But I mean, if somebody drags me into them and I'm like, you know, trying to like, you know, avoid getting scared and stuff, I'll sit through it, I guess. But yeah, I'll try not to make a big deal about it. I don't really like them though. Just personal opinion. This guy is terrifying in his own way. A screen pops up announcing our team's victory as well as our performance stats. 0% accuracy. I guess that's to be expected since I didn't even fire a single shot. Hey, there we go, Dilly. Dirk and Richard. I was hoping somebody would put that in there, cause I'm like, look-key, I dig that too. So I got totally carried by Alex. It's embarrassing to have played so badly. Ha! I wish I'd gotten Alex as my partner instead. Hey! Oh, did I say that out loud? You did. It's not like you did much either. You got killed instantly. Hey, I'm the one who killed Nico. Like that was a hard thing to do? It seems like that defeat hasn't done their teamwork any favors. Talk about a fragile alliance. I can give you a few tips on how to play better if you'd like. Really? Yes, knowing Keisuke, he'll probably want to play a few more rounds so he can win at least once. Yeah, he can be really competitive when he wants to be. I'll try to explain it in a way that makes it easy for you to understand. Make sure to pay attention. Yes, sir. I guess he didn't think I'm completely hopeless yet. Oof, we're all having a good time now. The hours seem to pass by leisurely as we continue to play games and joke around. It's surprising to see Keikun playing and laughing like this. It's so rare for him to lower his guard in front of other people. Or at least I myself don't see it often. Maybe Alex is more used to these kinds of things. These two have known each other for quite a few years already. When I think about it, I feel weirdly jealous of that. I would be jealous too. We are all jealous that you've known Alex that long. Despite how stuck up he can be at times, Keikun jokes around so freely with Alex. I wish he could act that way around me often too, or more often too. Nico-san, you're spacing out again. Oh, sorry. What were you saying? It was nothing super important. We were just trying to decide on what to have for dinner. I don't know if you noticed, but it's already starting to get dark. Wait, really? I look out the window and sure enough, the sky has started to darken. Huh? I didn't notice it at all. Of course you didn't notice. You were spacing out as always. As always? I take offense to that. Saia-san is right. You space out all the time. As much as Kobayashi. Of course you two would gang up on me. Telling things how I see them is very different from ganging up. Either way, what were you thinking so hard about? Oh, it was nothing much. I was just thinking of random stuff. Huh? That's less interesting than I thought. Well, not that it matters anyway. Do you have any idea what you want to have for dinner? I'll ask Kuroda-san, or is it Kuroda? Oh, I think it's Kuroda. Kuroda. I'm trying to figure this out. Japanese names are hard for me to pronounce, because I am an uncultured American. Oh god, as I stumble to pronounce it, Kuroda-san, to fetch us whatever you guys want. I want sushi. Me too, Saya. Amen to that. Oh, I'll go for wherever you guys want. There's no real point in trying to pander to me anyway, since I eat most things. Most things, huh? Except for anything that has tea, pepper, or milk. Yeah, I'm not a big pepper fan, though. Milk, I don't drink milk normally, but I'll do ice cream. Wow, I'm surprised you know that. I've learned my lesson. I'm making an effort to get to know my friends better. I also might have asked Saia-san a bunch of stuff about you. Huh, so you were serious about that stuff you said on being a more attentive friend and whatnot? Of course I was. I'm a man of my word. Besides, it's embarrassing to not be able to treat the people who always take such good care of me with the same degree of care. I think you're exaggerating things just a tad. Yes, besides, you're hardly a man yet. You're just 17. What? I don't have to be 20 to be a man. I'm already plenty responsible enough. Not according to the law, you're not. Sheesh, do you always have to burst my bubble? Yes, it's one of my favorite hobbies. The wolf shows a hint of a smile as he says those words. Even if he seems stern all the time, the way he talks to and treats Keisuke is almost brotherly. Sorry, I was about to say botherly. We jealous? You're terrible. Thank you. I aim to be. Either way, should I order us sushi then? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sushi is pretty good. Yay, sushi! You don't need to get so excited over something so simple. Or simples. But sushi is amazing! Saya knows me. Saya is just speaking what I'm thinking. If you say so, I won't disagree. Let me just go. The door to Keisuke's room is suddenly opened without warning. Oh god. My apologies for the intrusion, young master. Kuroda, one of Keisuke's butlers that we mentioned before, don't need to clarify, walks into the room with another white hair that I don't recognize. Ugh, so old and wrinkly. It's an older woman wearing some very expensive looking clothes. She got that Gucci. The scowl on her face is terrifying enough that I can imagine children crying just upon glancing at her. She's making me cry. As soon as she walks in through the door, Keisuke's entire body stiffens up. And coming up with a voice is going to be, kind of tough. Even Alex seems to respond in a similar way, although there is no change to his facial expression. As I'm left wondering who this person might be, she looks over to the room, her eyes pausing on Saia and I for just a second before moving on, an incredible measure of disgust on her face. I see that the servants were not joking when he told me that you had guests. It seems you didn't even seem to think of seeking permission before inviting these people over to my house. It almost felt like she was biting her tongue to avoid calling us something else. Peasants. Make a bitchy voice. Trying to do that, like, very annoying, like, grandma voice, or it's just like a very annoying old lady voice. Like, I want to see your manager type of voice. But like plus 20 years. Thanks, lad. Or, oh god, may I mispronounce it again? Ladhood. I'm trying to think about that video like every time I see that name, because I'm like, I want to make sure I am fluid with how I pronounce it. Decker Link's voice. Oh, I haven't seen Decker's. I purposely did not see his so I could like not spoil it or spoil it again. I can't wait to see what Decker did for this. My goodness. Everybody wants a Decker Link voice. I don't know what it is. So I apologize for not having Decker's voice for this, or doing Decker's voice for this. Just the way she looked at me was already unfriendly enough that I dared not speak a word. These are my friends, grandmother. I hardly think I need permission to invite them to my house. Your house? How odd. I don't remember seeing your name on the scripture for this estate. Last time I checked, it wasn't your name on it either. It was my father's name. So I don't think I need to be asking you for permission. The woman narrows her eyes, pursing her lips so much that they start to look like a single thin line. She glances at the TV, in which the last game we played is still being displayed for all to see. And what about this? Wasting your time on games. Don't you have better, more productive things to do if you have so much free time? So long as I produce acceptable results, then the way I spend my time is my own business, grandmother. You do well to remember that. Or you do well to remember that. The woman huffs, her eyes moving towards the wolf that stands behind us. Drake. Drake. Oh, that's his last name, I forgot. Yes, master. The way Alexander spoke his words is almost robotic, completely devoid of any emotion. I had thought before that he didn't seem to put much emotion into his words before, but now the difference is so obvious that even I can notice it. I hardly think you're entitled to skip on your work to play games. My apologies, master. If you understand, then get back to work. I'll see that your next paycheck reflects your poor attitude. Yes, Matt. Hang on a second. Alex is my personal butler. His job is to do what I tell him to do. If I tell him to play games with me, then he is doing his job. She huffs upon hearing his words, opening her mouth to speak again. You don't have to cover for me. I failed to perform my duties in an acceptable manner. I'll take responsibility for it. What? But Alex! Good. It seems that at least the servant still knows this place here. Come with me then. We need to better discuss your punishment. Yes, master. No, don't take away Alex from us. Everybody hates her now. God, crazy old hag. Yep. That's my impression of her. With one last look at us, the woman huffs once more, walking out of the room without another glance back. Alex follows behind her, her eyes looking much more stern and menacing than normal. Young master, please contain yourself. It would not do to insult your grandmother. Yeah, right. What just happened? Keikun, that was your grandmother? That decrepit being? Yeah, she's a nightmare, isn't she? I have no idea what she's even doing here. She's supposed to be out of the estate for an entire day. I'm sorry, young master. It's my fault. The fox looks away, his tail going between his legs as his shoulders slump. Your fault? What are you talking about? In my excitement to see her finally bringing friends over, I let it slip to one of my other servants that you had company. It seems that the information was passed along to one of your grandmother's spies. And she went out of her way to come back here just to torment me? I hate the fact that that makes sense. You're kidding, right? Spies? She has spies here? Well, this is also her house. Even if we are all servants hired by the Urushihara Corporation, not all of us have our allegiances to the same members of the family. Wait, Nico should buy Keisuke a complete run of Agatha Christie's. There's a few annoying old women get bumped off in them. Yeah, off with their heads. That is a description of her, yes, Derp Man. The company is divided in factions that support different members of the family. My father's faction is nothing but puppets to my grandmother. She's the one that controls everything. On the other hand, there are those of us who are loyal to the young master and wish to see him take control of the company. But he is unwilling to do so. Kurada, even if I wanted to do that, you know as well as I do that there's no way I could really do that. The company would be passed on to me until they were sure they had no... The company wouldn't be passed on to me until they were sure they have a way of controlling me. Oh my god, Darius needs to deal with her. I'm scared to see what would happen with that. Yes, that is also regrettably true. I didn't know you had so many issues in your daily life. I tried to keep my family drama away from my friends. No need to involve you guys in issues you have no way of helping me with. I'm sorry you guys had to see this. You don't have to apologize. She's the one who did it. Seriously, what's her problem? Grandmother hates me. She enjoys taking every opportunity she has to flaunt her power over me and make me miserable. She was probably beside herself with the prospect of humiliating me in front of friends. That's horrible. Oh, crap. I just hit the button when I got pissed. What did it say? No, where did it go? Something about that being horrible. Whatever. Because this isn't my home. Not really. I'm just to her. You think she wants to have me around? The only thing keeping me here is the fact that my father doesn't have other children. I'm pretty sure I said this before. To be honest, I didn't think they were serious about it. Why would I make crap like this up? That would be ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, making sure that this is still part of the same route. Like, things don't change because I picked Alex instead of Keisuke or Saia. Kuroda, please don't take this as me blaming you, but why didn't you warn me as she was coming? I wanted to, but she made sure to order me to accompany her here just so I wouldn't have the opportunity to do so. She's sneakier than I thought. Ooh. And Keisuke's dad is here too. Amazing, right? I'm coming in. Oh, Father, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? Come on, there's no need for that sort of tone. I ran into your grandmother as I was getting home and was informed you had guests. From the look Alexander gave me, I imagined she came here. So you also decided to come make your presence known to my friends. I'm touched. The older hare smiles, or the older hare's smile falters for a second. He awkwardly scratches the back of his neck, looking at the butler standing next to him. Kuroda, could you go to have dinner prepared for us? Make sure there is enough for our guests. Very well, sir. Will your mother also be joining you for dinner? No. I came with an excuse to give her so she'd go back to her friend's place. I figured that would give some... Oh, why am I stuttering every line? Jeez. No, I came up with an excuse to give her so she'd go back to her friend's place. I figured that'd give everyone some quiet time. Daddy Bunny Husbando. I'm not the biggest fan of Keisuke's dad, but whatever. How very kind. What are the strings attached to your favor this time? Keikun, I don't think you need to talk to him like that. He seems to be trying to help. Pff, sure. His help always has strings attached. His father looks away for a second, his gaze casting itself down to the floor. That's... If we could just speak over dinner. There's no need. If you have something you want to ask of me, then just do so already. I'll be having dinner with my friends in my own room. Thank you very much. Kuroda, could you have some sushi prepared and sent here, please? The fox looks between the two, hesitating for a second before speaking out. As you wish, young master. Kuroda-san walks out of the room, giving us one last uncertain look before closing the door behind him. No, I see you guys trying to convince me of Richard being my new husbando. I see. That was unnecessary, Keisuke. Keikun, I don't think you have to be so harsh on your dad. He doesn't look like he means anything bad. Saia leans onto Keisuke's shoulder, whispering those words onto his ear. I see the older hare's ears twitch as he tries to listen to what she's saying, curiosity flashing in his eyes. Yeah, can't you go a bit easy on him? No matter how I look at him, I just see a man standing awkwardly in front of his son. I can't think badly of him like I do with Keisuke's grandmother. Please don't take offense to this, but you two are just outsiders looking in. You have no idea what he's like. He never comes to see me unless he has something to ask. And when I say ask, I mean order. Keisuke, I really don't think your friends need to see this. Can't we please step outside for a second to talk? Keisuke looks at the two of us for a second, the anger in his eyes dissipating just a bit. He's probably arguing with himself about whether or not to act this way in front of us. Fine. The two walk out of the room without saying another word, leaving Saia and I alone. That was surreal. I know. I feel like I shouldn't be here right now. Yeah, I got the feeling too. Although I'm sure Keikun would say we're crazy if we told him that. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you're right. Saia looks away, biting her lip. She sits herself down on Keisuke's bed, awkwardly kicking at the floor. What do you think they're talking about out there? I have no idea. I'm honestly surprised at this whole thing. I knew his family life was tense, but I never imagined it was this much. Yeah, usually when people talk about family issues, they tend to exaggerate them a little because of anger or stuff like that. In this case, it seems like he was downplaying it instead. Do you think we should say something to him? What is there to say? Hey, I'm sorry your grandmother's a B-word. By the way, I think you're too harsh on your dad. Maybe we just don't word it like that. You do agree with me, right? On what? Saia's ears flop down next to her face as she fidgets uncomfortably on her seat, clearing her throat multiple times before she speaks. That he was kind of out of line? With the way he talked to his dad, I mean, not with his grandmother. Honestly, screw that woman. She's an old hag. Yeah, I agree. It really looked to me like his dad was feeling pretty bad about the whole thing. Saia nods, her eyes glued to her feet as she moves them forward and back on the air. You think we should say something? Didn't we already do that? He wasn't exactly thrilled to hear it either. Yeah, but I don't know. It might sound stupid for me to say this since I've never really had many issues growing up, but I really think that families should stick together. If his dad is offering him an olive branch, I really think he should take it. His family problems have nothing to do with us, though. We have no business saying anything. No offense, but you're a real pushover when it comes to this kind of thing. Hey! It's true. Not our problem, none of our business. Keikun's our friend. If we see him doing something we think is wrong, isn't it our duty to say something? Especially if we think it might help him. It sounds a lot simpler when you put it in such terms, but the reality is that he doesn't sound like he wants us to say something. He doesn't even want us to know about it. Saia jumped out of the bed, landing on her 2 feet. She looks at me with a sudden fierce look on her eyes. Oh, well, too late for that. The cat's already out of the bag. All it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. I'm gonna say something with or without you. First of all, I'm surprised you can even quote something as philosophical as that at all. She attempts to laugh, but only manages to lick a dry, meek laugh. You really do have a penchant for getting yourself mixed up with other people's business, huh? Fine, I'll back you up. Smiling, Saia walks up to me, giving me a soft pat on the shoulder. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. You're a good friend. Yeah, well, I just hope being a good friend to you doesn't end up costing us another good friend. I don't think Keikun break his friendship with us because we spoke up. Until today, we also didn't know how bad his relationship was with his family or about their company being torn up. How much are you willing to bet on what we think of him? That's A fair point. Oh, and he's back. We both jump up in surprise at the sound of the door opening again, scrambling to try and pretend that we aren't talking to each other like two kids who are caught doing something bad until we realize we had no reason to do so in the first place. Are you alright? I think so. Dealing with my family can be so exhausting at times. My head is spinning. I'm sorry to hear that. Keikun, there's something that we kind of wanted to say. What is it? Saia and I both look at each other, swallowing multiple times, trying to come up with the courage to say what we wanted to say. We don't think that the way you treated your dad was... that it was right. Oh, how so? It's just... we get that your grandma really is a B word with a capital B. But your dad really looked like he was trying his hardest to be nice to you. I get that you might think he doesn't like you either, but I'll stop you two right here. His voice came out surprisingly soft. His knuckles were pressed tightly against the palms of his hand, and his nose was flared up with anger. But his voice still came out incredibly soft and low, to the point of being hard to hear. That by itself somehow made him even scarier than he would if he had been yelling at us. I think he doesn't like me. What do you know about me or him to tell me what I do or do not think? Okay, I think I might have expressed myself badly there. No, you expressed yourself perfectly fine. You two don't know what my family is like, but you still think you're entitled to give me your opinion about how I deal with them. You've seen my father. What, twice? And yet you think you know him? Well, here's a news flash for you too. You don't. I've lived with him for most of my life. He would barely ever talk to me unless it was to tell me to do something or to censor me, so I think I know what I'm talking about when I tell you what he's like. We didn't even mention to offend you or we didn't mean to offend you or anything. We just assumed... Yes, that's the problem. You assumed. You have no idea what things are like here because I make sure never to say anything about it. Because I don't want anyone else here getting involved with my problems or having to shoulder my burdens. You don't know what it's like here. You shouldn't assume. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Believe me, I know. Is your dad really that bad? He seemed like he was trying to be nice. Pfft, seemed. My family lives on appearances. Why do you think my grandmother hates me so much? How do you think it makes her feel that her precious company is to be inherited by a B-word child? That's not an image she wants for her company, yet she has no choice. Do you want to know why he came over today? It wasn't because he wanted to see me or to have dinner with me, or just enjoy my family time with him. He came to ask me to drop out of the light music club. Oh no, Strawberry 6, don't disband on me. We love that band. This is bad. How is it going to look for us if they... How is it going to look for us if people find out you're involved with a rock band or some crap like that? Because once again, what matters here is appearances. Saia bites her lip, crossing her arms and rubbing her elbows, her eyes glued to the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I really thought he was trying to be nice. That's exactly the problem, isn't it? Oh man, it's gotten really uncomfortable in here all of a sudden. How did he even find out about that? The band, I mean. I'm not sure. I think he might have asked the principal to keep tabs on my activities at school. I wouldn't put that past either of them. So you're going to leave the club? Hell no, screw him. I told him if he wanted to get me out of there, then he'd have to have me dragged out kicking and screaming. That's a bit dramatic. Maybe, but it still serves my point. I'm not going to stop doing something perfectly normal and that I'd like just to do because of someone else's selfish desires. His image isn't my problem. You think he's going to try doing something to get you out? Who knows? I've never known him to be much more than a spineless jerk, but I don't know how much it takes to get him to snap. It's probably going to be his grandmother, or Keisuke's grandmother. It's probably going to be his grandmother that tries to screw the band over or something. I bite my tongue to keep myself from making an unkind comment towards everything. I really don't need to deal with you two criticizing me on top of everything else. Sir, please don't blame Nico-kun. Talking to you was my idea. He didn't want to say anything. What? Saia, what are you doing? Telling the truth. I don't want Kei-kun to get mad at you for something that I forced you into doing. You didn't force me into anything. Wait, are you laughing at us? Sorry, it's just... You two are too paranoid. Paranoid? Look, it does annoy me that you guys would give me crap for stuff you don't know about, but I'm not gonna be mad at you. I know you two were only trying to help me. I appreciate that, even if I don't appreciate how you tried to do it. Exterminate her. Exterminate the thought. Thought begone. We just gotta make a movement for this. Hashtag thought begone. Exterminate the grandmother. That, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that would be a very interesting dynamic. Having a funeral or something like that. Like, if somehow she dies during, like, when this novel takes place, and her ending up, like, you know, having, like, a funeral, all that, like, how would that affect, like, Keisuke and, like, how he, like, presents himself at the funeral if he has to say anything there? Like, this would be interesting. Family dynamics are weird, but I don't know why I'm saying that with such jovial music going on right now. Man, I'm dark. So, wait, you're not mad at us? Annoyed, but not mad. You don't need to worry about that. Oh, come on, don't exterminate Saia. Saia's the best. Gotta love Saia. Huh? So I was worrying over nothing here too? I guess this is partly my fault. I should have at least given you guys a basic explanation of my family dynamics before bringing you into my house. It was stupid of me to think I could do it without my grandmother or father noticing. Honestly, I'm slightly uncomfortable that you invited us over without their permission. I don't need anyone's permission to invite people here. The only reason I live here is because they want me to, so they have an easier time keeping tabs on me. I could move out if I wanted to, but it's not worth the hassle. Couldn't your father just stop giving you money if you tried that? He could, but with the amount I saved up, I could live comfortably without a job for many, many years. God, rich people flexing, ugh. Are you kidding me? How much do you have saved up? That question I'm not comfortable with answering. He's the 1%. You gotta stop the 1%. Jeez, you're such a tease. Tease? Don't mind her. She's just being annoying for the sake of being annoying. Hey! Ow! You really don't think before you talk, do you? That was obviously going to end up with you, or with her hitting you. Are you calling me violent? Is the sky blue? What? That means yes. He's calling you violent. Ouch! You're lucky Alex isn't here anymore. Otherwise, he'd have already thrown you out the window. Is it bad that I can totally imagine him doing that? It's a terrifying thought now that I think about it. I think I'll refrain from hitting you again while we're here. I wish you'd refrain from hitting me at all. But baby steps, I guess. Hey, Keikun. I know you said that you'll just ignore what your dad said. Oh, crap. I hit the... Hey, Keikun. I know what you said that you'll just ignore what your dad said, but aren't you in trouble with your grandmother? That was the thing I was worried about. I don't really care what she has to say about me, but the fact that Alex got punished for it really pisses me off. What kind of punishment would she inflict on him? She'll probably have him reassigned for a few days so I won't be able to talk to him much. Not to mention a payment cut this month. That's just cruel! Unfortunately, cruel is just child's play for her. I'm just going to pay Alex back the difference once I find out how much she discounted from his salary. Geez, the fact that you can afford to just say stuff like that is scary. Sometimes I forget that you really are a pampered rich boy. Pampered? Who else would just go around saying stuff like, it doesn't matter if he gets punished, I'll just pay him more. And that makes me pampered? I thought I was being responsible here. Again, don't mind her. She's just trying to annoy you. But I'm not! Sure, you could pay him back for the money he lost because of you, but that doesn't make up for all the other stuff. Other stuff? Yeah, getting berated for your bosses, getting blamed for something that wasn't your fault, stuff like that. Giving him money won't make him feel less crappy over that. Keikun's shoulders slump as he leans forward, rubbing the bridge of his nose. I never thought of that. Are you sure Alex would even care about that? No offense, but the dude didn't look like the type to be bothered by it in the slightest. You're just assuming he can't be hurt because he looks so stoic. That's just rude, Nico-kun. Oh, what did Dream Reaper say? Yep, Granny is too annoying. She takes Alex away from him. I know, why you gotta do this to us, man? Why you gotta be dirty? Why you gotta take Alex away? He's the man. What if an assassin came in right now and tried to assassinate us, and Keikun died? It'd be all your fault, grandmother. Rude? How am I rude? Saia-san is right. Alex might look and act very detached, but he's not made of stone. He has feelings of his own too. If he didn't, he wouldn't have bothered befriending me or putting up with my crap. I can't really argue with that. Every time I think I've done some progress on the way I act, I'm reminded that there's still stuff I need to fix. No one's perfect. You just have to be aware of your own flaws. Said one of the least self-aware people I know. Hey, I'm aware of my problems. I just choose not to do anything about them. What right do you have to chastise him? Saia shrugs, shooting me a devious smile. Do as I say, not as I do. You're impossible. Oh god, that was so weird. Oh my god, doing like one of those cute anime girl laughs is so weird for me. Just a guy with a beard and everything. Oh god. I'm an adult man doing this. Don't try to play it off like acting cute. It's fine. I don't mind it much. See, Keikun agrees with me. You're far too lenient with her. I seem to remember you doing a lot more stuff than I let slide than Saia-san. No comments. There's a lot of things I'll have to think over after all. Should we just leave so you can be alone? What? God, no. The last thing I want right now is to be alone. I think you guys underestimate how much peace of mind it gives me having you around. Huh? Really? Yeah, I've never really felt comfortable in here. This place might be my house, but it's certainly not a home. Having you guys here makes it a lot more tolerable though. Water break. A thirsty thought, like Keisuke's grandmother. I dare even say it's fun. Glad to hear we can help. Yeah, if you ever need someone to talk to, you know we're always here for you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Mushy stuff aside, how about we look for something we can do until Kuroda comes back with the food? How about you tell us a little more about that band you joined? The band? Why do you want to know about that? I got to meet your bandmates and all that. I got to meet your bandmates and all that, but I don't think Saia did. Yeah, that's true. I only heard about you joining a band. I have no idea what they're like. Well, I'm pretty sure you're in the same class as some of our members. Really? Who? Ichigo-san and Kagaho-san. They are vocalist and bassist. Oh god, that just came off weird. They are our vocalist and bassist. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Wait, really? Ichigo-chan in a rock band? No way! And then Kagaho. Kagaho was the Raven, and Ichigo is the Calico Cats. I'm trying to think, because I'm like, no, I couldn't really remember the names, but I remember Kurusu was the monkey, I think. So it was like Ichigo, Kurusu, Kagaho, and then there's the raccoon and the bat. I don't know their names, but I know their faces. So it's really surprising to me too. None of the girls look like the type to be in a band, but even so, they are. And they're all good at it too. It's true. I heard them playing once and I was blown away by it. No fair! I want to see him playing too. Or I want to see them playing too. I'll try asking them permission to bring you later. I don't think Minazuki would be against it in the slightest. Yeah, Ichigo and I are friendly with each other. I guess that's fair. Do you guys have any idea when you're going to perform your first show? Taco Link is thick. Oh man. He's a great guy, I think. Yeah, I can't really find much to go against Decker on. He's got his life, he's got his ups and downs and things. Like, there's not, like, he hasn't really caused any ruckus with anything, so, you know. There's no furry drama with the furry gaming community right now. Or the furry, like, visual novel gaming community. Our niche little community of, like, 10 of us playing, or 20 or whoever it is. Like, there's no drama yet with that, so hopefully we keep it that way. Hopefully I don't jinx it. So, do you guys have any idea when you're going to perform your first show? They were wanting to do it at the festival. I've been trying to help organize it. Organize it? You're not performing with them? Me? God no. There's no way I'd stand in front of a crowd to sing or play. And yet you're totally fine with doing it to play tennis. This and that are totally different things. No, I'm not taking any sort of crown. This shouldn't, there's no way I'd be like close with that. Honestly, he's the reason why I started doing this. Like, you know, I looked up to him when I was doing this, so, you know, I still respect his art. I just don't get to watch him as much more because I'm doing it myself now. But, yeah, now, there's this one line that I think Yuya said in, like, day 12 or whatever, where it's, like, to not really look up to your idols or something like that. And I was kind of like, yeah. Or not to look up to them, but it was like, don't, like, glorify them like crazy. Don't act like they're kings or whatever. Try and, like, be the kings to people. Honestly, it's like, I like to treat y'all and all my fellow gaming YouTubers equals, never lesser. Like that line from, what was that song called? I think it was like Dram sang it. Oh, Broccoli, that song, wow. What weird things I'm talking about. 10:45 at night here, Pacific time. Yeah, I'd probably just gonna get through day 13 and ask you guys if you want to do questions at the end of this. So I'll have to do day 14 and 15 tomorrow. Like, I need to get my stuff together because, yeah, I've been kind of delaying things. Should have done this earlier today. Dang it. I'm not so sure about that. Besides, Miyazuki already wanted you to try and sing with her, didn't she? Again, there's no way I'd do that. Oh, but you have such a good voice. I already said no. Oh, let me say. Oh, asking Shy if you were curious about what it is. Like, I don't know the exact name of it, but it's like kind of like a stomach acid thing where it's just, you know, where it's just like you have like too much acid in your stomach going or something like that. Or it's something you really can't control, but it's just, you know, kind of how we're built genetically. But yeah, that's just something with him where it's just a gastric kind of issue, I think is what he said on his channel. Don't quote me on that because I may be a bit off, but yeah, that's his like actual reason. It's not like he does it just because he doesn't care. Like, you know, he legitimately, like, you know, really tries with his stuff when I see it. So, like, I won't give him smack for any of that. Am I late? 2 hours into it. No, you're probably like maybe like, I would assume like 2/3 of the way into this. We haven't had dinner yet in this world, supposedly. I'd love to do a collaboration with you sometime. Aw, thanks, Dilly. I still need to kind of get the guts to do that and just get people to do that. And I just need to make sure I find a time to do it because I never really do it. Like, I never do set times for my streams. Like, you see, I'm pretty bad with this. I'm doing this at 10 at night. But yeah, I would love to, you know, figure out, like, as I get more in sync with this and figure out my school schedule, because I'm going to be back at school in like 2 weeks. So I know for sure I'll probably be more open on Thursdays. So maybe then I'll be like, you know, setting times on Thursdays, like after school. But yeah. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I get it. It's like, you know, it's a personal preference of what you want to see or not, but, you know, it's understandable. Like, people have, like, you know, pet peeves of things where it's like they can't really help or they just rather not have it. Yeah, it's like you're not gonna really do that on a professional recording or something, but it's a YouTube channel, honestly. Like, you know, you do what you want. It's like Yuki Kuki's like eating while he's doing his things, Decker's doing it too. Personally, I don't, as my choice, because I feel like it messes with my voice and I'm already so amateur as it is. But that's what YouTube is. It's just people just chilling out and just playing games. I mean, do what you want, honestly. Like, isn't that what Rooster Teeth is like too? Like they're having beers or whatnot or something? Like, I thought that's what they do. I haven't watched Rooster Teeth in years, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I bet a lot of you are probably Decker Link subscribers and Yuki Kuki subscribers and whoever else gaming subscribers that are also subscribed to me, so it's cool to see. So let's see, let's get back to the topic at hand and not get so far on my tangent. I apologize to those who were not seeing the dialogue box and me just doing this post-stream going, why is he talking for 10 minutes straight, interrupting the story? But I don't know. Like I said, it's just, we're chilling, we're just talking and enjoying a game together. Like a family of 200, or not 200 right now, like a family of me and 16 other people watching. So, Minazuki really wants you to sing through, or really wants you to sing though. I don't care what she wants. There's no way I'm standing on a stage. Why not? I never heard you singing before, but what's the harm in trying? It's embarrassing. So, it's not because you didn't think you're good enough, you're just embarrassed? God, why are you two so pushy with this? Being embarrassed is just part of the reason. I honestly don't think I'm anywhere good enough to play in a band. Oh, come on, we've already told you you're good. Minazuki also heard you sing and she also thinks you're good. What other confirmation do you need? It's not that simple. Hold on, wait, Minazuki, oh, is that the lizard guy that we were talking to? The one where trying to get his voice back where it's like, kinda low, dude, right? Hey man, like this, where I was like, hey Keisuke, we used to be boyfriends, yeah. Or was it more kind of like I'm trying to remember because I'm like, it was supposed to be more of like Carl's impression, but it was kind of like deep and kind of grainy, I think it was what it said. Man, that was a while back. So it's not that simple. Besides, the others might have heard me sing, but you're the only one who heard me playing the guitar, remember? Look, all I know is that I really believe you can do this stuff. I think you should give it a try. I don't think I could. Gee, stop being a wuss and try it already. Hey, Saia-chan, don't say it like that. Yeah, Carl from Echo. Glad somebody gets it. Like, my Echo videos don't get that many views. I got a comment on one recently. That made me really happy, but honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, Echo's an older game, but man, Echo is like intense. So, yeah, I'm just like trying to like, you know, hype up Echo, but that's because I just played through so much of it that's like, yeah, guys, gotta play it, where I just go insane about it, but do what you want. So... Oh, that's an interesting ship. Richard from EA and Coach Gil from After Class. Ooh, spicy. Or even better yet, the two coaches, Coach Gil and Coach Grifter. Ooh, no, even better. I got one. I'm gonna end it here, or not end the stream, but end this conversation here and then move on. Coach Gil and Darius. I'll let you guys talk about that. So what is this? Some kind of weird good friend, bad friend routine? Oh, so I'm a bad friend, huh? I mean, wow, Saia-san, your words are so comforting. That's more like it. Keisuke breathes out in relief after avoiding near certain death. I'm just certainly not comfortable putting myself out there with music, you know. Maybe if I were better with the guitar, I would consider that. But while I can always improve with guitar or tennis, I'm stuck with the voice I have. The voice you have is amazing, though. You're just saying that to make me feel better. Really? You really think I'm nice enough to, or you really think I'm a nice enough guy that I'd put up with something I'd hate just to avoid hurting your feelings? You do it with Urata and his cooking, remember? Second time you've brought that up in the past few days. Let me see. Lad Hood says, Echo is great, both Dirk's videos and the actual VN. Yeah, because he also does the visual novel voiceovers too. He was one of the guys that kind of motivated me to do Echo too. Or I was like, oh, I can't do Leo's because, he's already doing Leo's. So if you want to see Leo's route done, I would highly suggest you guys watch Lad Hood. Or it's the guy who commented on it. It's the pronunciation is a bit odd for us American speakers, but yeah, definitely recommend his stuff. He needs the views. He's so underrated. So, oh crap, he's right about that. You're the last person I imagined giving some real criticism if it could hurt their feelings, Nico-kun. What? You're kidding. I would totally do that. Nuh-uh. You're kind of a wimp. What? How can you just say something like that? Because, unlike you, I just tell people the truth. See, if Saia-san were to tell me I'm not good at something, then I'd believe it. Or tell me that I am good at something, then I'd believe it. So what you're saying is that you just don't trust me to be brutally honest. Exactly. You both suck. Perhaps. It's possible. Young master, I have arrived with your food. Whoop, time to have dinner. Yay, sushi! Oh, we're getting to the end of it. Let me just see if I saved. This would still be with Alex's route. Yeah, I think everything's the same really from... So Alex's decision didn't really change anything, so I'm just gonna save. Here. Alright, so just in case. So Keikun sits around on the corridor looking up at the night sky. Oh, it's almost 2 a.m. there. Oh, I forget. You're 3 hours ahead of me, man, because it's almost 11 here. So I'm probably going to run through this, probably to 11:30-ish, I'm assuming. Maybe I get half an hour more of this episode. But yeah, I really wanted to do day 14, but doing this at 11 at night, I may ask you guys if I should go on, but probably not. I'll probably save it for tomorrow and continue the quote-unquote 200 sub special, or not quote-unquote for the special, but part 2 of the special tomorrow, and just make this 200 sub special 2 parts. Ooh, yeah, East Coast. I got a lot of people that I know that are back on the East Coast. It sucks. 3 a.m. for me. Oof, yeah, you guys are... Yeah, it's tough stuff. I can't believe you guys are staying up for this. You guys are crazy. Wait, 3 a.m. Oh, 3 a.m. because... Oh, that's 4 hours. That's the Newfoundland or whatever, right? Where it's northeast in Canada or whatever. It's the far east tip of it. That is late. Guys, man. I can't believe you guys would stay up this late for me. Don't worry, guys. I'll try and end this, I guess, quickly as I can, and then, set things up tomorrow. So, Saia has gone home about half an hour ago. Something about needing to be back early. I decided to stick around for a bit longer before heading back. Man, it used to be that you could see all the stars from here. Nowadays, they barely ever show up. I wonder what happened. I think Shuichi said the same thing on his route, but it may have just been me. It's probably from pollution. I guess that sounds about right. I never really took you for the type just to sit around looking at the stars. Well, you'd be about right in assuming that. This isn't something I do often after all. I guess the mood just struck me today. Oh, Dream, that's so sweet of you to say that to me. I'm glad that my readings and just playthroughs help you with that. But yeah, guys, I'm here to make you guys happy and just enjoy yourselves. Like, I mean, I watch other channels and stuff like that, and kind of with the same goals, just to be happy and just enjoy myself. But yeah, I'm. That's what I'm here to do. Make you guys happy with this. Seriously. Thank you. So, well, you'd be right at assuming that. This isn't something I do after all. I guess the mood just struck me today. If nothing else, at least you seem to be feeling better. So I'm just going to read for you a few more of you guys, because you guys all have great things to say. So Damu was streaming Red Dead 2. So, shout out to him, I guess, for his channel. Dilly... Okay. Didn't know that, Dilly. Wow. Thanks. Oh. You guys are so nice. So you try to get some art done. So you try to get some new art then? That's cool. A good luck, oof. Aw, thank you guys. So, at least you seem to be feeling better. All of you guys. Much. Having you guys around definitely made my day a lot better. Oh, I'm gonna take a little screenshot of that. Just maybe that could be the thumbnail. Cause yeah, you guys, you're making my day a lot better. I'm making your days a lot better. It's a mutual relationship. I'd rather not say when exactly my birthday is, but it was earlier this month. So it's like, it's like kind of around that Christmas season. It's like, yeah, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but it's like to the point where it's like people keep giving me gifts and they're like, oh, it's your Christmas gift also. And I'm like, oh, shoot, way to be cheap on me. Thanks. But internally, I'll say that. Not actually. So it's really nice to have friends, huh? Pff, that should be an obvious thing already, bunny boy. I could correct you, but I'm pretty sure you already know the difference between a rabbit and a hare already. Oh, the reason was your team lost a championship? Oh, shoot, is this cross country? Dude, it's too bad. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, I get that feeling too. Like, I remember like last season for me, it was like we just missed out on playoffs, and it was like so sad because we were like one game away or type of thing where it was like could be in the team, and just all we had to do was win that match, and then just yeah, it just didn't work out for us, and we're hoping this is our season. So yeah, no more sad songs. Oh, that's so cool. Happy early birthday then. Alright, sorry for cracking my fingers on mic. That annoys some of you. And yeah, I know it's supposed to be an obvious thing, but still. Oh, for volleyball. Shoot. That's interesting. You made it to the championship for collegiate volleyball. That is something I aspire with my league. Like I said, I go to a community college now, and it's like we're in the community college league. Doesn't sound that intense, but out here in California, it's like, it is really intense volleyball still. It's kind of like, you could still play like D3 teams or whatever, like other league teams, and still give them a fighting chance. So, yeah,
I get that feeling when it's just like, you work so hard, it's like you make it to the top and oof. It's a tough feeling. I've lost a couple of championships myself in like tournaments. But yeah. Anyway, on a brighter note, and yeah, I know it's supposed to be an obvious thing, but still. I was always afraid of letting people in because I was scared they'd be more interested in the perks that came with befriending a guy with my social status. Now I just feel like I was worried over nothing. I wouldn't say it was over nothing. I still think you should be careful with the people you choose to spend time with. Just don't close yourself to the possibilities entirely. Yeah, I guess you're right. Asking Shy, like, I kind of feel you there. I'm in a similar boat, like that Christian household thing, and not being straight, it's like a tough feeling because it's like the people you were raised around, it's like they all are just expecting you to go down the straight path with that, or not really go deviating from that or whatever. So I'm still trying to figure my way out with that too. I think when I move out, it'll make a lot more opportunity for me. But that's one of those things. It's like you play with the cards you have, and just especially if you can find outlets and sources or groups and stuff for that stuff, definitely do that too. Like I was recommended to one lately, but I need to work out the times with it because they always meet up during my games. Like I have games every night. They have their meetings. It's like frustrating. But anyway, I guess you're right. Thanks for encouraging me so much, Nico-san. I'm glad I decided to listen to you. Great. You finally come to the realization that I'm awesome and always right. I wouldn't go that far. Still, you were right in this case. I should have just been more open from the beginning. It might sound silly to you, but I've spent the past years of my life always worrying about how people saw me, what they thought of me, whether they treated me nicely because of who I am or where I'm from. It feels really good to be able to just let loose and have fun with friends. We could have been doing this from the start if you weren't so reserved. I guess we should be thanking Kenma-san for this, huh? That cocky lynx? Why should we be thanking him? I mean, think about it. The only reason I found out about your family was able to give you advice was because he pissed you off so much that I had to calm you down. And then have a meeting with you in an ice cream shop that was way too expensive for me. Yes, we all want to exterminate the thoughts. Grand thoughts be gone. Oh, that should be a shirt. Grand thoughts be gone. I guess that's true. I still don't like that guy, though. It's fine. You don't have to be like him, or you don't have to like him. Besides, I doubt that was his goal anyway. Good to see at least we agree on that. I hope you'll keep being patient with me. I know I have a lot of things I need to work on, but I want to eventually become someone you can relax around and treat like just another member of the group. Don't be ridiculous. You already are. You have no idea how happy it makes me to hear that. I enjoy spending time with you quite a bit. You should probably be heading home soon. It's already getting pretty late. I guess you're right. I'll go call a car for you. Thanks. Much appreciated. But before that, though... Oof. Before I can process what just happened, I feel something pressing against my cheek, and for only just a second. Hopefully you commented that, Dilly, after the fact, because if you called the shot on that, I'd be impressed.
What? Keisuke stands a few feet away from me, chuckling. Did you just... I gave you a small peck on the cheek. Yes? Why would you do something like that? It's just a way of saying thank you. You don't say thank you by kissing. They do in Europe. Victor told me so. Or Victor. I think that's how they pronounce it. Very fancy European or French. I don't think all Europeans do that. If anything, the closest I'll ever do to that is like if I'm like greeting friends or whatever, or I greet like a family friend or whatever that's like a parent or a mom of somebody that I know. It's like I'll do the thing where it's like, you know, this kiss to the side or whatever, where it's like mwah, mwah, or whatever. It's like you're not actually kissing them, but it's like your cheeks just touch instead. Let me know if I'm not being crazy saying that. Like, that's something some people do, right? We're not in Europe, though. You shouldn't worry about it so much. It's just an innocent peck on the cheek out of gratefulness. If you say so. I'll go get a car now. Wait for me here. Oh, I did right as it happened. Nice. Let me just double save, just in case. If only there was a little pecking the cheek scene, like, you know, with like Shuichi and Nico, how they have their whole like art, not their art, how they have their whole scene like painted out as like a separate piece of art. I wish they did that here with Keisuke and Nico, but who knows? That's probably day 15 or something, 14. Watch me call it and be like day 15 and be like, oh, I got it. But like I said, I haven't played 14 or 15 yet, so starting tomorrow, it'll be completely new content for me for here. So why is my heart beating so fast all of a sudden? Did he do that just to tease me? That does sound like a Keikun thing to do. Great. Now my head's all tied up in knots. Wait, what? Oh shoot, did I not update it yet? Oh crap, I forgot to update it. Good going, me. At least I saved beforehand. Took it aside. See ya. Shoot, what version did I download? Currently playing. More. We need more info. Oh, phew. I was nervous because like my actual name popped up on like the Tennis Ace info box or whatever that I had. I was like, oh shoot, no, my personal info. No, but okay, what does it say? We are on version. Oh shoot, I forgot to update to 0.21 or 2.2 it was, because I was on 0.20. Oh, it's probably 0.21 that I need to update to. Good thing I stopped here. Or should I download the next version? It's only 11 o'clock. It's only been 2.5 hours. Ah, crap. There we go. So, guys, I'll let you guys... I'm going to put this to a poll. Should I continue, like, day 14 tonight? Or should I wait to do day 14 and 15 all tomorrow? So... I'm gonna give you options. Keep going or stop here are my two options. Let me just write that down. I don't work tomorrow, but yeah, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna look up Tennis Ace version 0.21. Ah, shoot. It's a different page. Keep going, so... 2 votes, 3 votes. A lot of 2s. Wow. Oh, wait. So 1, 2, 3. 4. 4 to 5. It looks really even. 6 to 5, 7 to 5, 7 to 7. Wow. Yeah, you guys are really like split on this. Keep going. Stop. So like a lot of 5 and 5, 6 and 5. Sorry, I'm just like trying to count because you guys are like rattling off numbers, and then 2 stop here tonight. A lot of 2s now again. Or no, come on, you're voting multiple times. Stop cheating. All right, so let me download this first. So. Oh, thanks. Just take me to the downloads, buddy. So Mac version. Preparing my download. So yeah, guys. I remember saying like you guys can ask me questions now, and actually I'm gonna hold off on the voting now because I'm like trying to download this at the same time. Instead, let's do my questions now if you want. And I'll probably do it tomorrow also. Make it like 2 parts where it's like, you know, ask questions tonight and tomorrow and see where it goes. So let's stop voting for now and feel free to ask me questions while I download. Make sure you're not spamming too fast because I'm in the middle of downloading and geez, it's like how is it is like going on different screens and getting the version 0.21 to even, you know, set up. Because I also have to do privacy settings. $11:16 at night. Wow, it's pretty late for you for some of you guys. 3:15 p.m. Oh wow, so it's middle of the day for some of you. Oh, what sports do I play? Good question. I play volleyball normally, like sand volleyball and indoor, but occasionally I'll play tennis. May have been influenced by some games I've played. But yeah, occasionally when I get the time, I'll play tennis. Played basketball recently, like once, but normally I don't. I did track 1 year. That was hella insane. And that's how I got my little track shorts that you see my character wearing all the time. Would you do a meet and greet? I don't know. I feel like if I went to a convention, maybe I just, you know, say hi to people. I don't think I'd have a formal meet and greet yet. Do you have a mod? Because I think you need one. I don't have a mod. I just know some shortcut keys like hiding the screen. And supposedly you need the mouse to go back lines or whatever, or go forward lines. Dirk, are you single? Asking for a friend. Yeah, but I don't want to jump into a relationship with somebody online really and just go blindly into that. I feel like I'd really have to get to know somebody well, and you know, honestly, doing it online's pretty, you know, risky at first, but who knows? You can always DM me and, you know, just be friends or keep going if you want to. So, yeah, that is my answer. Do you like Keisuke? Yeah, I like Keisuke. I get why Jun and Shuichi are more popular than him, but I think I gotta prioritize Shuichi the most, just because I relate to him the most and just, you know, character-wise, I feel like it's the most one that matches with me the best. Keisuke feels like, everybody loves doing the rich person story and all that stuff, but I feel like here it's done well. It's weird to say, but it's like, it's done in a way where it's like, you don't focus on the wealth. Well, it's like you do focus on it somewhat, but you feel like he's more than the money. Like, it just feels like it's just a side thing he has, like a side trade. Like, oh, when he has his butler, he's having friends with that as a coincidence. He's not like trying to pave the roads with anything. He's not trying to get an advantage with anything. He tries to humble himself. If you could be in any video game novels, what would it be? Definitely this one. I would love to be like playing on Shuichi's team or something like that, or heck, even the rival team. Like, if Basket Queso's watching, I would love for him to like hint at that or something, or notice the hint. But one can dream. But what else? What other games do I play? For that, I can't really think of any at the moment. I can just only think of really sporty ones like EA or Tennis Ace. That's all I know. Has it just started? We're 2 hours and 30 minutes into it. Asking for a date online is kind of risky, yeah. So that's why I said it's like, if you want to like talk and just get to know the person first, like I feel like if they want to just talk and DM first, I'm not gonna really jump onto anything first. All the more reason why I asked you if you are allowing people to chat through Telegram. I don't have a Telegram or a Discord. I don't know really how that works much, so I'd have to probably set that up. So if you make your own, I guess, but yeah, I don't know how it works. I'll probably try and figure out sometime, but it's not on my top list of things. Okay, so who would be your Sona or human in the game? Like, what character would you be in the game is I'm assuming what you're asking. In this game, I'd see myself more so as Shuichi. And then the Hasty Knights, I would see myself being more sassy like Yaf. Or no, that or Illigrab. I could be an Illigrab. What else? I'm like trying to remember all the games I'm playing. Adastra would probably be the main character, duh. Echo would be interesting, because I feel like I'll relate to Chase a lot, but vocally, I feel like I could pull off Carl's voice a little more, like this, or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. It's just like trying to think of every game I know and going, what would be my persona human in that game? Is like, wow, it's tough. There's a lot of games to play. If you had to date Richard or Coach Gill, who would you pick? I would say Richard. A lot more reliable, to say the least, of the two. Your persona is a fit red panda. Is it fit because that's what you can draw, or would you prefer it more beefy? I draw him more of what my body type is right now. Like, I'm more of a lean fit. I'm not really beefy in any way. I'm just overall like slim and toned, so that's just kind of what I draw. It's basically Dirk's just me as a red panda. So same body proportions. All right. Protect TJ. What? I need to see the context for that. Oh, who is Coach Gill? Oh no, TJ and Coach Gill met. That would be the end of the world. Coach Gill being TJ's coach would be... Yeesh. That'd be kind of freaky. 34 minutes left. Jeez. How is it going to take that long to download? So... I got some bad news. It turns out that I have 37 minutes left now to download Tennis Ace. This is gonna take a while. I assume I have to log off of this before I get to download quicker, so I'm probably gonna call it a night tonight and then stream tomorrow morning, if that's okay with you guys. Yeah, TJ is so cute, though. God bless TJ, our innocent little bean. Oh, crap. What did I just do? Oh, sure, Dirk. I thought you said Sue Dirk. I'm like, no, what did I do? What is after class? Oh, that'd be interesting for which persona I would be in that game. Let me think. I would be more so like Anders, I'd say, in that game. That or... I mean, I'd say Coach Gill for more the athleticism stuff, not the perverted stuff, but... After class, Damu is basically one of the games I'm starting to play on this channel. Basically, it's kind of like extracurricular activities without tennis, where it's like you have 5 or so potential love interests and you're finding what you're gonna do with them. So it's like basically EA, but without sports. Except Coach Gill's route, which has basketball in it. Which is the one I'm doing in addition to Lars. So you can check that on my channel link or whatever. So check out my playlists, it's there. But sorry if you answered this already, but why did you decide to be a YouTuber? Oh, that's chill. Okay, that was good. So I decided to just become a YouTuber. Kind of was inspired by some of Decker Links or Yuki Cookie's type of videos. I could keep mentioning those two as like the big two for me, but excuse me. Sorry, the burping thing. I kind of was doing it just like one of those things where I was like, I could do this. Why not give it a try? Like all this time I was thinking, you know, before you always think, what can I do as a YouTuber? It's the next big thing or something. And I just kind of looked at it and thought, maybe I can just try this out and see if I enjoy it. Because I thought my voice is more like, you know, this lower bass or whatever tone or whatever. Maybe I can try out different like voices for that, and maybe that can end up being something that gets me somewhere, maybe? I don't know. Or just something that gets me with other people and other channels, make friends with that. You know, honestly, it's just more so just for the fun of, I'm playing visual novels. Why not play it with you guys and play my experience with you? So that is my reason why I became a YouTuber. So see you later, Dream. Yep, and MK, it's definitely gonna be an evening for you. So yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna end things here. I have 30 minutes left on my channel. I'm so bummed I got through 2.5 hours and went, I could play more of this. And then I ran out of time because my downloading speed is slow while I play OBS and my tennis ace and my YouTube on here. So yeah, that takes up a lot of kind of processing power. My real age. Is that a question for me? Because I would rather not answer that. Cinnamon roll is TJ. Yep, he's our honest cinnamon roll. Oh god, look at all those numbers. Would you make your own visual novel if you had the chance? Doritos, that is an interesting question because the other episode I mentioned my potential visual novel is making like a volleyball based one where it's like, you know, basically I wanted to make it where it's like, you know, you're in college and you're basically trying to be a college athlete. It's just kind of like what I'm going through, but wanted to do that, but I'm not sure if I want to expand it to like romance novel or dating sim in addition with it, where it's like, you know, part of it but not the main focus. It's just I need direction on what to go with it, but I would make a novel definitely. Like I did some world building for like the schools and the colleges that you play in the game, but I haven't developed characters that well, or haven't developed solid characters that have solid, you know, existences in the world. What else? What's a question for me? Alright, so I'm probably gonna just take like a minute more of questions, or minute and a half more of questions. I'm just, yeah, any more questions, I'm gonna take them for one more minute, and then I'm gonna time out. So after that, that'll be it for tonight. Do you have a question for me? Ooh, question the questioner. From Kamari. I don't know enough about you to ask too many questions. I may have to look through your stream and stuff. Let me think. Maybe I could ask this to all you guys, but this is gonna be about Shuichi's route, actually, but what do you think about Shuichi's dynamic with his dad? And just his, I think, is the most interesting to me, because his seems to be the most, like, I think morally conflicting with me. Like, yeah, Keisuke's dad is very, sneaky and tries to take advantage of his son's, reputation and whatnot. Like, he's all about appearance, but yeah, he's like kind of a puppet to his grandmother. But Shuichi's dad seems to be like one of those really, really hard on his kids type of dad, and Shuichi is so blind to it at times, where he just takes it as, I'm gonna work as hard as I can and do everything I can to satisfy my dad. How do you guys feel about Shuichi's dad and his dynamic with him? Shuichi's dad. Abusive. I don't think it's exactly abusive. I don't think it'd be that far. Jerk. He could be a bit, I don't know if much would be the right word. Like, maybe too little, where it's just like he expects the world, or yeah, it can be a bit much with his curfew times. I think his dad is very demanding. I think it's just a very tough love type of thing he has for his kid. And well, I know Hithaka, it's like, he loves both of them, I think, but it's like, at least with Hithaka, it's like he's a lot more outwardly open of showing his love for his daughter. But with his son, it's like, you don't need to show love. It's like, just doing stuff for me is good enough. I'll just, I really hate how he doesn't give any credit or thank you for what Shuichi does. It frustrates me, like, how much Shuichi does and his dad doesn't do anything like that. So I'm gonna end things here. Maybe Shuichi heartbroken. Yeah, he's definitely heartbroken with that. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It was fun talking with you guys about this. Oh, one more question. This is the final question, if it is a question. If you can't play now, at least can we talk to you? So you're gonna do this as a hobby or more like a job? This is more a hobby for me. Right now, it's definitely a hobby because I'm working at school majoring in something completely irrelevant to this. Have I been to a convention like that? No, I haven't. I mean, I've wanted to. I've thought about it. It's just, I need to kind of get the guts to go and really be able to just straightforward, like, plan it out and go and be able to tell people if they're, like, asking me, what are you doing now or where are you going at this time? Like, it's just more of a social thing where I kind of need to take the step and be like, I am going to this. Because I can go to some, maybe. But before, it was like I never had the time. So, no, I haven't. Question for handsome Kamari. I told you, my question was to everybody about Shuichi's dad. I don't know, I can't really ask you a personal question like that, man. And that's all I got, though. Like, this is probably all I can say. And like Dilly, I'm probably gonna head to bed too, so you're welcome, Dilly, and thanks for watching, man. So that is all. I'm gonna end it here. And tomorrow morning, I will continue with days 14 and 15. Hopefully this downloads right. 30 minutes left, hooray. Can't believe this is taking forever, but thanks again for watching, guys. And until next time, take care, guys.